Now we're laying the foundation soon for the next 70 years from the last 70 years. And I want to thank the building committee members of David Goldstein and Stuart Chatkin, Nell Cohen, who has given us many hours of his legal services and donated them, along with all the other projects that we've just completed in the last 5 years. Deanna Evenchik, Marlene Friedman, Fran Katz, and Stu Mellon, as well as Federation Campaign Chair Deborah Osaran and Women's Philanthropy Campaign Chair Madeline Friedman for their leadership and fundraising efforts. BFL Construction, wait a minute, I'm not done. BFL Construction, Gary Brav, Kent Sand, and their team. They've been terrific. This is part of what I do for a living, not build, but develop. And they've paid attention to every detail, and we've had many, many meetings, and we've really worked through to get the best thing we can possibly get for the money that we're all spending.
We know when a vision makes sense for our community. There's been much planning and much coming together to create and build something vital for the Jewish community of Tucson, a place of meeting and security, a place of support and planning, a place that both the Jewish Federation of Southern Arizona and the Jewish Community Foundation can call home. God, grant us strength, endow us with a willingness and tenacity to continue the work which we begin today in the process of moving from vision to reality, from words and planning to a new home for our community.
Today, we celebrate the groundbreaking of another building in our legacy. The Jewish Community Foundation of Southern Arizona was housed on this campus for years, but outgrew its facilities and moved off. It makes perfect sense to bring the foundation back home again. When the Federation and Foundation are housed again together, it will mean more than 110 years of combined service to this community. And even though technology makes it easy for us to communicate from a distance, it's more convenient and more effective to be a short walk away from each other. Now, I understand the new building will have a high ceiling in the lobby and an event center. And I'm very pleased to hear this, because what it will signify is a welcoming place for everyone in the community, Jewish or not. It's more important now to give the message of inclusion and not separation. With such generous donors, talented managements and boards at both the Federation and Foundation, wonderful architect and contractor, I know the Harvey and Deanna Evenchik Center for Jewish Philanthropy will be a successful addition to our community, and I look forward to attending the opening of the building next year. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, I know that Tom had mentioned the building committee of which he is on, but they worked so tirelessly to get us here where we are today. They've been working with Ken Sand at BFL for every week. They meet since the summer, and they've just been hashing out, getting everything fine-tuned. So it's going to be a beautiful facility, and I'm really excited about that, as I know all of you are. I'm just so proud to be a part of this community that proves every day what a cohesive, focused, determined group of philanthropists we are. I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, and now let the construction begin.
We're thrilled to be coming home to the Volk Jewish Community Campus. Our first home was the east end of the current Federation building. We then moved to the east side of Tucson. Then we moved to the north side of Tucson, and I can't tell you how excited we are to be moving home. And all of us at the Jewish Community Foundation join in celebrating this building, this legacy of our time, this time when we can cherish the past, celebrate the present, and enthusiastically look toward the future.
First thing I want to say is, on behalf of the design and construction team, that we're all very, very excited, very proud to be part of this building. it's, as Tom said, I felt as we were starting to design the building that we were figuring out the office part of the building, and it was a nice office building, but I wanted it to be more. I wanted it to be a culturally important building. And my experience in 50 years in Tucson is that the Jewish community has always been able to reach out a hand to the stranger, welcome them in. And I wanted to do a building that did that. I called my expert, Mel Cohen, wherever he is. I told him I wouldn't say that, but I am. And I said, Mel, I've got an idea. And I explained it to him. And he immediately went to the Bible and read me a verse of Sarah and Abraham welcoming the strangers to the tent. And in that spirit, we've designed this building, and the construction team and the design team, again, are very, very proud to have been part of this building, and we're very proud to be here today. Thank you.
So this is really happening. I mean, this is really, really happening. Tom's right. This was my 21st anniversary this week at the Federation, and it was during my first month here that Bruce Byers said to me that I needed to promise to get to work on a new building. Which I guess proves that I don't rush into things. The truth is, we haven't been sitting idly by, as you know. There have been additions and renovations to every one of the agency partners over the past 21 years. And we waited our turn. I've been telling the staff that our building is charming, and they believe it. So, I don't know what Deanna was referring to, but it's a very charming spot. But we are very excited to fulfill our aspiration to have a professional, secure building that brings together the Federation and the Foundation on our campus. So the time is now. And so as we mark this auspicious occasion, we will have three groups of groundbreakers. First, we'll begin with our synagogue partners. I guess I'm going to have to sneak out and do a shovel, but I was trying to put them to work, free labor, but I'll sneak up there before they do. Photo opportunity. Here we go. I did. I swear I did. First, we'll begin with our synagogue partners who day in, day out represent the heart of our faith and tradition. So please join me in welcoming representatives of the 8 synagogues who comprise our Synagogue Federation Dialogue as we ask them to grab a shovel and optional hard hat. First, we have the chair of our Synagogue Federation Dialogue, Rabbi Robert Eisen of Congregation Anshe Israel. Kanzi Avi Albert of Congregation Bet Shalom. I think Randy Collier is representing Congregation Haverim as co-president. David Jacobs, chair of Congregation Chafetz Chaim. Rabbi Thomas Lockheim of Congregation Or Hadash. Jeremy Light of Congregation Young Israel, Ryan Kaplan representing Congregation Makor Haim, the president, and Rabbi Samuel Cohen, senior rabbi of Temple Emmanuel. And now let us welcome our agency partners who day in, day out deliver services on behalf of our Jewish community. First, we bring up the co-chair of the Jewish Community Roundtable, along with Rabbi Batsheva Appel, who's also the chair of Handmaker Jewish Services, Phil Bregman. Phil, come on up. We have Mary Cochran-Wolf, the chair of the Jewish Community Center. Jill Rosenzweig, also a major donor to this project and past chair of Jewish Family and Children's Service. And she's insisted that she's going to... We said we'd bring the shovel to her, but no way. That's not going to happen. You know Jill. We have Barbara Bruma, chair of the Jewish History Museum, Holocaust Center. Bertie Lefkowitz, chair of the Tucson Hebrew Academy. Mark Hanna, immediately past chair of the U of A Hillel Foundation. Jim Whitehill, chair of the Jewish Community Foundation. And Tom Warren. As we call up our 8 lead donors, I draw your attention to the back of your program, which lists the individuals who made contributions to our project as of earlier this past week. At our grand opening event, to be held at the end of the summer, we will have the opportunity to recognize each of these donors and the many others yet to contribute. For the many of you who have not yet had the chance, we have not had the chance to reach out to on behalf of the campaign, we thank you for being here, and we thank you in advance for your support. Today, we're asking this group of 8 lead donors to represent all of us. And so it's my privilege to call upon first people who need no introduction, Paul and Alice Baker. Come on up, Paul and Alice. Second, on behalf of Jane and Leah Kivel of blessed memory, it's hard to, these are poignant moments when we're thinking of someone who's not with us, but we're so grateful to Jane, and she's represented today and joined by her son Harvey. Next one is also difficult, but we're so proud to remember Don Baker, who will have a portion of our building in his memory. On behalf of the endowment fund that's been established, it's very meaningful to bring up Lindsay Baker. And I know that Enid and Mel Zuckerman are very proud that their grandchildren, who are really dynamic young leaders on behalf of our community, are representing them. Please welcome Nicole Zuckerman Morris and Ken Morris. Shortly after the project was started, Mitch Poses came to me and said that he and his siblings wanted to do something in memory of their folks, Shell and Evie. Shell and Evie have done so much for our community, and it's quite remarkable that their children wanted to honor their memory by contributing to this project. So I think we have Mitch and Shelley representing them, and their other siblings, Bill and Melanie. Thank you. Representing Sue Tobin and Saul of blessed memory, we have a couple generations of Tobin. So who is going to do the honors today? Come on up, guys. The first pledge, in essence, to this project came in 2007 from the Diamond family. In 2007, we were to build this building, but then 2008 happened. So we decided we should wait. But the pledge was there, and it remained, and I'm so pleased that Helene is here to represent her family. Thank you. And as you've heard, there's one person who stepped forward to move this project into fruition, and and she was waiting for this. This is the special commemorative shovel for Deanna Evenchik Bravo. As they turn the earth, we think about the following Jewish wisdom. As my parents planted before me, so I plant for my children. We didn't have them sign releases, so I hope they're safe. So as we celebrate what we have accomplished, we can acknowledge that to fix this world, to repair this world, there is that much more work to be done. We look forward to doing it together, and I welcome our board chair to close out our program.
Thank you again for coming. and now it's time to have champagne and construction cookies. I don't think BFL made these cookies, I hope not, but in any event. So join us for a celebration and have some champagne and cookies. Thank you.